Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. I wanted to give you a brief update on the gold miners ETF symbol GDX. So let's get into it. As you know, this is one of my buy recommendations, and it's starting to act quite nice after chopping for a couple of weeks. I hope you were buying. You should be buying when these recommendations are down. So whatever day they're down, you add to your position. You add to your position. When they go up, you sell a couple of shares, take so that you can buy it back if it goes down. So an example again, if you have 1,000 shares, let's say 100 shares, and it's up 5% in a day, you sell 5 shares. If it goes down 3%, you uh, you buy 5 shares or you buy 10 shares because you're trying to get bigger. You're trying to get a bigger position and you want to buy lower and you want to sell whenever it's up. It lowers your cost basis. So I'm not sure who my audience is, so I'm trying to give some color. I kind of want this to be a little bit educational and but more than that, just solid investment recommendations, which I think they've been. So here's GDX. This is the big picture. You always start big picture. You work down to small picture. And, this is just a big consolidation that's been going on for many years, 15 years. So in the form of a symmetrical triangle. Doesn't matter what you want to call it, it's a consolidation. This is getting wound tighter and tighter and tighter. And so what that suggests is when it breaks, either way, if it was to break down or up, it's going to do so in a very fluid kind of a quick uh, explosion. Actually, this is winding tighter and tighter. Uh, I expect when it breaks out either direction, I'm saying it's going to be to the upside. I'm hoping to the upside. That will be you'll see prices go higher quickly, similar to the utilities recommendation that I gave you. So this is big picture. And you can see over here, we have even an inverse head and shoulders within this big pattern. And so we're going to take a look at this. Here we go. So here it is, inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, like a man or a woman hanging upside down. And here's the neckline. So you need prices to break above the neckline to put this pattern intact. And it's a big pattern. This is approximately 4 years. You could also call it a symmetrical triangle, but I'm going with the inverse head and shoulders pattern. It gives me a more conservative price projection. And being conservative in all your investment ideas and how poking holes and how things can go wrong leads to better decisions. So here we have the breakout. We've had a couple of retests. You could have bought it right down at 32 near the stop. And then today, this is the week. It's up about 6% this week, and it looks to be moving higher. So the price projection based on this inverse head and shoulders pattern is about 50. So that's about 47% higher, probably 45% higher than where it is now. So we're going to take a closer look at what's going on today. This little part right here. So we're going down to a shorter time frame. This is a 6 month chart. And you can see it's been consolidating in a small triangle. Small triangle, just a couple of weeks long. And today, as this got wound tighter and tighter, when it gets a breakout, you can see how fluid it moves. And it was up 3.5% today. This small triangle gives us a price projection of about 38.50, which will get us up here and we'll have a clean breakout then. So I like the way this is building. Doesn't mean it can't go wrong, but I like the way it looks. We're not overbought yet here, so it should go higher. We'll see what happens. And let's take a look at one last chart, the point and figure chart, which I tried to cover on most of all my recommendations because it's just another perspective. It's another viewpoint. The point and figure chart is less subjective. It's just a chart of supply and demand. When prices go up, you get an X in the box. When it goes down, you get a 0 in the box. And you can see now we got a bullish trend line here on GDX. We got a nice breakout. And according to this, we have a $53 price projection. So that's right in line with my weekly chart, which gave us a $50 price projection. So the stars so far are aligned. It doesn't mean things can't go wrong, but yes, it looks very good. So please subscribe and like. Thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. You have a great evening.